long ago in a distant
It's wild to think
land.
that it's been almost 20 years since
You can
Samurai
watch
Jack
the show in
actually originally
2020
came out.
and it still
Comes
holds
in these
up.
20-minute little bite-sized packets of
They have a
perfection.
great narrative, great fight scenes.
It's the cinematography. Absolutely.
Voice acting is superb.
Legends in the voice acting industry.
I've never seen anything like it.
Wait, hold up. You never seen Samurai Jack?
There is not another show like Samurai Jack.
It has amazing comedy, amazing action. The animations are flawless.
Samurai Jack is the story of a samurai who is trying to oppose the ultimate evil of the world.
So they go and have this epic battle going back and forth.
Right before he's about to deal the last blow to kill Aku, Aku opens up a portal.
And thrusts Jack into this future.
Where Aku dominates and rules over everything.
And now Samurai Jack has to overcome these obstacles and challenges and assassins.
Jack now goes on the hero's journey.
Your hero is dead. Your hope is dead.
I saw Samurai Jack. I saw Samurai Jack.
Go ahead and sit down and let me tell you a story about how I used to watch Samurai Jack with the family.
The first time I ever watched Samurai Jack, I was 4 years old.
In my living room with my best friend.
I was hanging out with my boyfriend.
I first started watching Samurai Jack because a neighbor friend of mine was obsessed with Powerpuff Girls.
I watched it when it originally aired back in 2001.
And there was a commercial for the premiere of Samurai Jack.
I was like, sure, I'll give this a watch. And I ended up loving the show.
My first impression was like, oh, what's this silly thing?
It was kind of like a 3-part like mini series kind of thing was the pilot originally when it aired.
It was so riveting. We were both like sitting there barely breathing, kind of just wondering what was the show.
I just remember just like talking about it to kids on the street that I would hang out with and just be like, yo man, did you watch that new Samurai Jack show?
It was all the action I wanted. I was so pumped, ready to like take out a freaking stick and start whacking people like I was Samurai Jack.
I do the best Jack imitation.
It's hard not to want to get into the lore. It's hard not to get sucked into the world, and hopefully not to the point where you are flung into the future and then you have to get to the past because like ultimate evil was unleashed. But you know, hopefully.
So when Samurai Jack came out, it was that combination of the Western style cartoon meets Japanese inspired themes.
It is one of the most aesthetically wild shows I've ever seen, and honestly one of the best cartoons that I've ever watched.
It's like watching just like fine art happen in front of you.
There are moments in this series where there is no dialogue and you're just watching Jack in a battle.
The fight scenes. Some of the best animated fight choreography I've ever seen.
There is no escape.
And the show is beautifully animated, but just the life that Phil LaMarr brings to Jack.
Please, I don't mean to interrupt.
There's just so much that is just giving it life.
The way that they tell the story, it can be so silly and lighthearted, but it's also so emotionally gripping.
Like in the episode where Jack has to face himself and the negative version of himself.
Who are you? Don't be such a fool.
Ultimately, Jack refuses to fight because he knows peace is the one way to victory.
If you want to laugh, this is a show for you. If you want to watch people kick ass in fights and be fantastic, this is the show for you. It literally encompasses everything.
No, I've seen everything.
It's just a masterpiece. Go through and watch it again because it's like a completely different experience.
Gotta get back to the past.
Yeah, gotta get back.
Has anybody seen this man before?
For those that haven't seen Samurai Jack or haven't finished it, you need to go back and finish it.
It's one of those shows you could seriously sit down and watch no matter what age you are.
I'm just waiting for my kids to get a little bit older and then we can like slide into watching it and I can go through the magic of loving it all over again.
It has been too long. Far too long.
I think Samurai Jack is just timeless. Literally, because he's going through space and time.
Is he dead?
No, and he never will be.